Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2021 graduation rites and moving up ceremony of Canabuan National High School.
Let's start the program with the Philippine National Anthem.
Let us invoke ourselves through the presence of the Lord by an opening prayer to be followed by the regional hymn, Vizcaya hymn, and school hymn.
Bayang magiliw, kayos ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dilim mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupit, di ka pasisigil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong buhaw, may nilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang sarap ng matawag mo'y tagumpay na naghihiling. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may magdidilim. Luha ng araw na luwag at ipagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang ligaya dapat may mga api, ang matay ng dahil sa'yo.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for the completion of another academic year and for giving us the opportunity, short though it may have been, to play a part in the lives of our students and our new completers and graduates. We are grateful for your guidance and love as we shared in this important work. Please bless and guide our completers and graduates as they reach this end and as they chart new beginnings. May what they have learned by being here with us allow them to truly be a value-laden individual for others and for the society. May what we have learned from them enable us to be the same. Please help them to use all that they have learned at our beloved Canabuan National High School to make the world a better place, to serve others in true solidarity and kinship, to seek ways to help the poor, the marginalized, and those who are suffering, and to always seek the greater good. We know that some of them will experience pain and hardship, and we know that some of them already have, and we ask you to grant them solace and strength. Finally, Father, we thank you for giving us the opportunity to build our community with these young men and women while they are here. Though they will soon leave CNHS, we know that they will always be with us as part of the CNHN family. And we ask that the bonds that have been created here remain strong despite any distance. We ask all of this in your name and in the name of your Son. Amen.
Lupang banal at ubod ng yaman, sa dibdib mo'y kay tamis. Buhay at ang aming katapatan, handog at alay sa iyo. Butihan ng ikalawang rehiyon, ugat ng ligaya at tagumpay. Ang himig na ito ay alay sa iyo, tayo'y magkaisa, bandilay itanghal, rehiyong dalawa. Tayong lahat ay magbalikatan, sandigan ng ating bayan. Batanes, Tuguegarao, Kawayan, Isabela, Quirino, Vizcaya, Ilagan, Santiago, Cagayan. Taas noong ipagdiwang natin lahat. Puri at kagitingang tunay. Quirino, Vizcaya, Ilagan, Batanes, Cagayan, Tuguegarao, Kawayan, Santiago, Isabela, Rehiyong dalawa.
Ginget nga ayan tital na ken ragsak ken amma nga itantanok anak patagturod nga namayeng meng mang tedrag o gagetti agtaeng bimalitok taytayak makita nang sek akay kayot bantay syera ayos di magat upog sa dinas o Vizcaya nga himnas dagham nga anak mo Vizcaya si tatak neng si wawaya biag idaton bi ken ka Vizcaya si pupudno kam ken ko awagay way mo o Vizcaya itagay mi awan dwa-dwa dayaw mo tiin kam tulay kan kanta dungdung wen mi a Vizcaya dagham nga anak mo Vizcaya si tatak neng si wawaya biag idaton mi ken ka Vizcaya si pupudno kam ken ko tawagay way mo o Vizcaya itagay mi awan dwa-dwa dayaw mo tin kam tulay kan kanta dungdung wen di a Vizcaya.
From the rugged trail, crossing rivers, and trekking the mountains high, we patiently make our way to reach our home, Canabuan High. Canabuan High School, our alma mater, our beloved home and shelter. You guide and nurture us and transform our lives. Dear alma mater, we humbly pledge we will always be your loyal children. To you we offer our success, beloved home, Canabuan High. To you we offer our success, beloved home, Canabuan High.
Presenting to you the faculty and staff of Canabuan National High School, headed by Ronaldo G. James, Principal 2. For the Junior High School Department, Alan S. Apiado, Teacher 3, Department Head. Milborga H. Pantaleon, Teacher 3, School Paper Advisor. Jennifer S. Basilio, Teacher 3, ELE Coordinator. Melody P. Balawas, Teacher 3, Finance Officer. Maria Fe T. Taide, Teacher 1, Mathematics Coordinator. Jesselie May M. Dumlao, Teacher 1. Jenly D. Balting, Teacher 1. For the Senior High School Department, Victorio S. Kagungao Jr., Teacher 3, Senior High School Subject Group Head. Jeneline D. Tablada, Teacher 3, Senior High School Focal Person, Project Watch Coordinator, and School Information Coordinator. Melandro D. Basatan, Teacher 2, Student Activities Coordinator and Brigada Eskwela Coordinator. Rosemary S. Buyagaw, Teacher 3, DRRM Coordinator. Dizon F. Daguan, Teacher 3, Educational Facilities Coordinator. Maureen B. Masa, Teacher 2, Guidance Counselor Designate. Rizal May V. Duque, Teacher 3, Filipino Coordinator. Juvelin A. Cabael, GSP Coordinator. Rhea D. Gonzales, Teacher 2, Gulayan sa Paaralan Coordinator. Melba T. James, Teacher 2, Librarian Designate. Marisa L. Shano, ADAS 2.
The welcome remarks of our Senior High School Subject Group Head, Sir Victorio S. Cagungao Jr.
To our school's division superintendent, Dr. Rachel Aliana, our assistant schools division superintendent, Dr. Mary Julie A. Cruz, to the public schools district supervisor, Madam Irene B. Bosque, the school head of Canabuan National High School, Sir Rolando G. James, with faculty and staff, the local government unit of this municipality of Santa Fe, headed by Honorable Tidong A. Benito, the BRTU of this barangay, headed by the Honorable Ben B. Balano, PTA, SGC, beloved parents, academic honors, completers, and dear graduates, a blessed day to one and all. It is our great pride and honor to salute you, our dear academic honors, completers, dear graduates, and to the supporting parents for your patience and perseverance. We would like to bring you this 2021 virtual graduation ceremony. Thank you to the working committees who work hard in completing this 2021 virtual graduation. As we embrace this new normal, Canabuan National High School is committed to provide quality and holistic education this 21st century amidst this pandemic. This pandemic gave us a lot of challenges in our routine in the field of education. Nonetheless, we should continue in educating the minds of our young, to all in one way or another help in the success of this virtual graduation. The Canabuan National High School family would like to extend its sincerest gratitude. Rest assured that we will continue to press and reach our goals in the achievement of the mission and vision of the Department of Education. Again, congratulations to all of you. God bless us all.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
At this juncture, an inspirational message from our very own Regional Director, Sir Benjamin D. Panagas.
My cordial greetings to all. During these tough times, as we operate within imperfect circumstances, we see the unfolding of one of the most beautiful things ever made on earth, the success of our young people in their academic journey as they inch day by day towards their dreams. To our dear learners, without a doubt, during these trying times, the struggles have been real and the challenges almost insurmountable. Today, we witness sense of purpose, direction, and meaning winning over every sign of difficulty that came your way as you toiled ceaselessly in the vineyard of education. Our theme this year, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic, in a huge way recognizes our strength as people who cannot be floored by even the strongest of challenges. In fact, we have proven that together, working for a common vision, we are an armada of strong-willed individuals who cannot be swayed and discouraged by tribulations. Thanks for the deep sense of motivation that makes half the job accomplished. We have also shown that innovative minds always rule the day, and that makes us prepared to confront each challenge that will beset us. The years do not promise an easy journey, and with the threat of the pandemic still lurking around, the going will get tough, and the tough must keep going. And the spirit cannot be broken and will surely prevail. It is an irrefragable fact that despite our cling to varied ways of life, we have shown how united we can be in advancing the common agenda in education. We have done our share in realizing our ultimate goal of producing holistically developed K-12 basic education curriculum graduates who are not only knowledgeable and competent, but also value-laden and discerning. We are diverse in culture, and so we may have varied performances in all that we do, but we share a common goal: to be the best version of ourselves so we can be of help to others in the best way we can. Our sense of shared destiny has allowed us to bend without breaking, to attune our actions and efforts to the agenda of national leadership. But it too proved that we can do so without diminishing our long-held principles, that indeed it takes a village to raise a child. Each one of us, no matter how diverse, is a strand in the colorful fabric of human civilization. This is the value that we want you, our dear graduates, to embrace and be proud of. Our sense of identity, either on a regional or national landscape, must remain an important consideration in achieving our goals, and compromising it to favor new thoughts and ways of thinking must never be an option. We must continue to prove the world that even in the face of a dreaded pandemic, quality education can have its way through. The Department of Education Region 2 has unambiguously laid down in its Regional Education Development Plan all its projects, programs, and activities that shall inspire service above self and only about the future of learners who shall eventually assume significant roles in nation building. May you continue to be a proof that the kind of education our country is one for the world to share. Congratulations, dear parents, dear teachers, and to all of you learners. Mabuhay kayong lahat!
Another inspirational message from our school's Division Superintendent, Division of Nueva Vizcaya, Dr. Rochelle L. Yana.
My earnest greetings to our dearest DepEd officials, our provincial and municipal local government officials, officials of partner agencies, community and civic stakeholders, parents, school heads, administrators, teachers, other personnel and staff, graduates, movers and honorees of the school year 2021's Year-End Rights and theme, Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic, kalidad ng edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. We have reached this moment of passage which has come full circle. Our year-end rights, graduation, and moving up ceremonies mark the end of one very challenging school year, a very new learning journey for all of us. The mixed feelings of apprehension and excitement are our companion as we finally grasp the fact and the reality of what we have endured, as we now leave one phase and are about to step into another new front line, to face new set of challenges, hardship and fears, yet also chances and opportunities as we pursue further our educational vision, goals, and dreams. Though posed with challenges of today, the volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous, and digital world, and the test and trial of COVID-19 pandemic, we still claim the victory of a very fruitful year. Whether we celebrate individually, as a family, or as an institution, our achievement of a successful educational year of hurdling obstacles speaks of a milestone that is a testimony of our ability to survive, adapt, and grow. Our year-end rights celebration is a great occasion to gather. Together, we look back to the past and gaze hopefully to the horizon of a bright future. As an educational institution, we did our share magnificently, superbly. We continued the full implementation of our K-12 basic education program through the delivery of the most essential learning competencies and the 21st century teaching turned community and home-based learning through our printed modules and digital technology. We manifested innovative and principled leadership in schools with our school heads and teachers moving heaven and earth so that they may serve and deliver the necessary self-learning modules and learning activity sheets our learners need. We work persistently on building partnership with our stakeholders for our school and learners' necessities, from the generation of resources for our learning materials to the maintenance of safety, readiness, cleanliness, and orderliness of our schools. We see how things have changed. Today, growth and positive shift and transformation brought by the pandemic times are evident in our schools, in the way we serve and deliver. This has, for everyone, brought a sense of solidarity and unified spirit, a feeling of pride on the many accomplishments attained. We remain optimistic of the new talents, new interests, and adaptations, of old repertoire being replaced by new, of former understanding being superseded with new knowledge. Amid the COVID-19 threat, we still live in a wonderful and vibrant community, helped along through by the unending love and dedicated work of all of you great men and women of DepEd, our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, our chiefs, supervisors, specialists, school heads, head teachers, master teachers, other teachers, related teaching and non-teaching staff. I always say that an institution can only become as great as its people. Evidently, SDO Nueva Vizcaya have formed a roster of accomplished individuals that you are today, making true of our vision of a great Department of Education. We too pay tribute to the effort and sacrifices and love of our parents, our local government, unit and barangay officials have exemplified this special school year. We express appreciation to these empowered individual contributors who took the chance as opportunity to be of greater assistance to our school and community. Let these noteworthy actions from these commendable people be a legacy of brilliant and steadfast service. May it flourish and may it propel the succeeding school years to glorious feat and triumph. For those key actors to derive inspiration from in vanquishing present challenges and actively shaping a brighter future for our Novo Vizcayano children. This year's graduation and moving up is also a time of celebration and thanksgiving. Dear movers and graduates, our young people who are our hope, look back with joy and gratefulness to the sacrifices made and resilience exhibited during this year's challenging time of COVID-19 era, of no class, face-to-face interaction, of social distancing and face masks, of modules with its production, delivery, and retrieval, of radio-based and TV-based instructions, of lessons using tech gadgets, of virtual classes and online monitoring, of mobile teaching, home visitation and class homes, of your parents as teachers, and many more new instances of engagement so that your education will continue. You celebrate with pride at all that you have accomplished, experienced, learned, and overcome, and thank the Lord and all the people who have helped and supported you along the way, especially your parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Today, you, dear graduates and movers, should also look forward with confidence, for you are tested by the conditions of the time. Go forward, onward, and toward to use all your gained knowledge and experience, talents and abilities, all your creativity and energy honed by this pandemic situation to find a way to continue to enrich and better yourself so that you can contribute meaningfully to your community tomorrow. As Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. It is a bright path ahead of you. May our dear God bless you always, and my heartfelt congratulations. We at the Department of Education, SDO Nueva Vizcaya, are proud co-workers and witnesses as we again reach this part of the year with so many harvests and accomplishments and much to celebrate. I wish you a happy day and a meaningful gathering. Long live everyone!
Isang mapagpalang araw sa ating lahat. Ang pagtatapos ay isang masayang selebrasyon at okasyon kung saan nararamdaman natin ang iba't ibang emosyon para sa ating mga magsisipagtapos. Saya, tuwa, galak ang nadarama dahil sa tagumpay na nakamit ng mga mag-aaral na ito sa mga taon nilang pakikipagbuno sa kanilang pag-aaral. Ang selebrasyon ng tagumpay na ito ay hindi lamang para sa sarili, para sa eskwelahan, ngunit selebrasyon ng buong komunidad. Truly, it's a major cause for a celebration for having reaped the rewards of success. My dear learners, you are truly blessed for having reached this far in your education. You have so many people to look back onto and to say thank you, for without them, you will not graduate today. Sa ating mga minamahal na guro, maraming salamat sa inyong pagbibigay ng walang kondisyon na pag-aaruga at pagmamahal sa mga mag-aaral natin. Thank you for having given your talent, time, and even treasures to your learners. Thank you for patiently leading them the way towards learning, for equipping them with the skills that they need, life skills that will make them productive citizens and future nation builders. For spending so much time in preparing the modules, activity sheets, and learning materials. Your efforts were not in vain. Look at your product. I hope and I pray that you have not only been filled, dear learners, with the right skills and with enough knowledge, but more importantly, with the right attitude. Napakahalaga ang mga itinuturo ng ating mga guro, ang wastong pag-ugali at tamang asal. Napakahalaga ng pagiging marunong makipagkapwa-tao. Saan ka man mapunta, tumanda ka man at magkapamilya, hindi ang talino mo ang magdadala sa iyo sa tagumpay, kundi ang mabuting asal. Your character, your attitude, which our dear teachers and your parents have nurtured within you. Our theme, Kalidad ng Edukasyon, Patatagin sa Gitna ng Pandemya, speaks of how the resiliency of our teachers and the grit of our learners in having surpassed the challenges of COVID-19. Nothing can stop our teachers from doing their vocation. And so my heartfelt thanks to our teachers, our heroes without capes. Our parents are the most important persons in our life, and today, no one can surpass their feeling of happiness, and no one can ever outrun what they have gone through this year, taking on the dual roles of parent and teacher. Sa inyo pong mga magulang, maraming salamat dahil naging posible na magpatuloy ang edukasyon sa gitna ng pandemya dahil sa inyo. To our learners, you are very fortunate for having such great parents. To all the stakeholders of this school, the barangay captain and his officials, and the entire community, to the Parents Teachers Association, president, officers, and members, thank you for supporting the programs, projects, and activities of this school. Your school is beautiful, is progressive, and mirrors your collaboration and support. Hindi po kaya ng ating principal at ng mga kaguruan na itaguyod ang ating eskwelahan. Kailangan nila kayo. At maraming salamat dahil ang pagbabayanihan at volunteerism ay naramdaman sa eskwelahang ito. And now I pose the challenge to you, dear learners. Continue what you have started. Today is not the end, but just the beginning of more challenges to come as a student. Your school and teachers have equipped you with all that you need to handle the next level of your education. The things you have learned through your modules should not just stay in your head. It should be translated into productive work. As education is learning, you should apply what you have learned. It's not what you know that matters. It's what you do with what you know. Your parents are there behind you and beside you to give all that you need, even if it costs their life, kasi mahal nila kayo. Huwag niyong sayangin ang pagkakataong ito. I hope the time will not come that you will say, sana pinagbuti ko ang pag-aaral ko. Do your best. Continue studying hard. Pahalagahan ninyo ang sakripisyo ng inyong mga magulang. A few months from now, you will enter a higher level of learning. While you are listening now, you should know by now the direction that you will take. There's no reason for you not to continue your education because public education is free. Dream big and start doing something to make your dreams come true. With your parents, your teachers, your school, and the Department of Education supporting you, and with God's grace, you can be what you want to be. Dear learners, the Department of Education the school's division office of Nueva Vizcaya, through the leadership of our school's division superintendent, Dr. Rochelle Llana, assures you that we will continue and never stop providing you with a high quality of education that you all deserve this pandemic. You will soon be entering the real world, and our schools are ready to prepare you for that big day, our future nation builders. Remember that you can always choose your battles. You can be losers, you can be failures, or you can be winners and survivors. Your success lies in the choices that you make, to do or not to do, to be or not to be. Your future depends on the decisions and actions that you will take. To you, dear graduates of 2021, congratulations. God bless you on your next journey. Mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Let us also lend an ear to an inspirational talk from our school head, Sir Ronaldo G. James, School Principal 2.
Pahat ni Agaw tayo namin, isang malugod at nag-aalab na pagbati sa ating deputy officials na pinangunahan ng ating kalihim ng kagawaran ng edukasyon, Honorable Leonor Magtores Briones, ang ating ama sa DepEd Region 2, Dr. Benjamin Diaz Paragas, ang ating Assistant Regional Director, Dr. Jessie Amin, ang aming ina sa sangay ng Nueva Vizcaya, Dr. Rochelle Ramirez Llana, ang kanyang ang kanyang katuwang sa Division Office, ang ating Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Mary Julie A. Cruz, ang ating dalawang hepe po sa Division Office, si Dr. Evelyn Ramos ng CIT at Dr. Romulo Ancheta ng SGOD. Lahat na din po ng Education Program Supervisors at mga PSDS. Ang ating namang DIC o kaya PSDS, Schools District Supervisor ng Santa Fe, Dr. Irene B. Bosque. Binabati din po natin ng isang magandang araw ang ating kagalang-galang na punong bayan, Mayor Tidong A. Benito, ang ating Vice Mayor, Honorable Jonathan Tindaan, 10 ng kanyang mga kasamahan sa Sangguniang Bayan. Binabati ko rin ang ating mga masisipag na barangay captains ng Canabuan, Santa Fe, Honorable Ben Balalong, ang Canabuan Aritao, Honorable Reynaldo Pugsong, at ang Barangay Bantinan, Honorable Sani Calangse. Ang ating PTA President, Madam Carmelita Pugsong, ang ating SGC, Kagawad Palay, at lahat na po, binabati ko rin ang aking mga kasamahan, the faculty and staff of Canabuan National High School, and of course our stakeholders. Alam po ninyo ay kahit na ganito pong pandemya ang ating nararanasan ay sa tulong po ng ating mga deputy officials na silang ating gabay, pati na rin po ang ating LGU, BLGU at PTA and SGC ay naisakatuparan po natin ng matiwasay ang pag-aaral ng ating mga mag-aaral. Bagamat modular ang learning delivery mode po natin, ay kakayanin at nakaya po natin at naisakatuparan po natin ang ating mga balak upang sa ganon hindi po mahinto at maipagpatuloy po ang pag-aaral ng ating mga mag-aaral. At ang aking pasasalamat po sa lahat, sa ating mga knowledge bearer, meron dun po silang tumutulong sa atin. At sa mga barangay captain na hindi po nagdamot sa kanilang mga CLCs o kaya Community Learning Center, pinaubaya po sa atin. Upang sa ganun man, may distribute po natin ang mga modules, no? Sa mga parents na nagsikhay, nagsakripisyo, ang aming pong pasasalamat. Naway sa susunod pang taon, kung sakali man pong wala pa pong face-to-face, ay kung gaano po yung malugod yung pagtanggap sa amin sa ating pagkikipagtulungan upang sa gayon ay matulungan natin sa pag-aaral ng ating mga anak, ay sana po ay hindi po magbabago ang inyo pong malugod na pagtanggap po sa amin. At mulit-muli sa mga parents, ang aking pagbati sa inyo, lalo na sa inyong paggabay sa inyong mga anak, sa ating mga anak, sapagkat wala nga pong face-to-face at hindi po namin sila nakasalamuha. At tayo po ay talagang nagtulungan. So ang aming pong pagbati sa inyo. Sa mga mag-aaral, pagpatuloy nyo ang magandang balakin at magandang gawain. Marami pong salamat at magandang araw po sa ating lahat. By the power vested in me by the higher authorities of the Department of Education, as the school head of Canabuan National High School, I am honored to present to you our grade 10 completers for this school year 2020-2021, composed of 29 males and 29 females with a total of 58 completers. And may I request our public schools district supervisor, Madam Irene Bautista Bosque, for her confirmation. Madam, our dear completers are now waiting for your confirmation. Thank you.
Having been presented by your head teacher and certified by your principal that you have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed in the K-12 basic education curriculum of the Department of Education, I, Mrs. Irene B. Bosque, District in charge of Santa Fe, now confirm you completers in junior high school this school year 2020-2021. Congratulations!
Here are the completers of class 2021 Molave. Bukasan Wasley C. Bantinan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Sunny Bukasan. Kalansi Glenson P. Bantinan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Tito Kalansi. Content Sunday B. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Romy Content. Jamas Alvin L. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Alfredo Jamas. Lazo Zion J. B. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Rolando Lazo. Liga Raynel S. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Randy Liga Sr. Luna Jonas B. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Mencio Luna. Maya Jerome G. Kauko, Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. William
Salva Joshua B. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Irving Salvo. Olani James B. Kauko, Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Marcos Olani. Wallace Ernie B. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Pancho Wallace. Agat Jomari W. Canabuan, Aritao. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Junior Abat. Ayaga Manilin G. With honors. Canabuan, Aritao. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Manny Aliaga. Baltong Sheena Adriel N. With honors. Canabuan, Aritao. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Victor Baltong. Baselan Perlina A. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Arthur Baselan. Bukasan Karen C. Bantinan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Sonny Bukasan. Katawan Lovelyn B. With honors. Bantinan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Delberto Katawan. Dupino January B. Canabuan, Aritao. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Donato Dupino. Algama Nicole S. With honors. Canabuan, Aritao. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Jeremiah Algama. Litawan Quishamay M. With honors. Bantinan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Marvin Litawan. Luna Olivia C. Salazar Paranglan, Nueva Ecija. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Beray Luna. Mario Mayjoy C. With honors. Bantinan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Jorly Maglio. Sabino Raylan P. Bantinan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Sario Sabino. Salvador Melissa B. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Salvador. Taplin Jodabel W. With honors. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Mina William. Tindahan Hirika M. With honors. Bantilan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Tanacio Tindahan. Todiano Jessica W. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Lando Pajana. William Jovelyn B. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. William. From the Almasiga Class 2021, Abat J.R.W. Canabuan, Aritao. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Junior Abat. Angiwan Joven B. Kauko, Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Benjamin Angiwan. Balonzo Janly Ace L. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Flora Balonzo. Bantayan Hendricks B. Bantinan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Bantayan. Benito Dennis C. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Nami B. Benito. Caparas Reomel B. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Rio Caparas. Cupas Clinton S. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Liwan O. Cupas. Gayaso Lander A. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mrs. Cipriano S. Gayaso. Giniling Rogel L. Salazar Caramlan Nueva Ecija. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Thomas Ginili. Ligmayo Laurel L. Bantinan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Larry Ligmayo. Lumawig Manoling Jr. H. Canabuan, Aritao. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Manolin and Lumawig. Luna Rendex C. Salazar Caramlan Nueva Ecija. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Banson Luna. Ramon Melchor B. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Joel Ramon. Sano Recarson Rainier E. Canabuan, Aritao. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ricky P. Sano. Sumakay RGL. With honors, Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Celso Sumakay. Tambaling Kim C. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Saturnino Tambaling. Baboy Shirley S. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Pablo Baoy. Kujaman Cheryl B. Bantinan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Rufino S. Kujaman. Kupa Sheena C. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Sagani B. Kupas. Dial Aprilin L. With honors, Bantinan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Noel Dial. Dison Romalyn D. With honors, Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Rolando M. Dizon. Espada Mary Jane B. Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Castillo S. Espada. Flores Aprila L. With honors, Canabuan, Santa Fe. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Jerry B. Flores. Galman Myrtle D. With honors, Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Vicente G. Galman. Lumawi Presi P. Buena Vista Bayambong. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Freddy O. Lumawi. Pangisa Melissa G. With honors, Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Lito Pangisa. Inday Erbelin D. With honors, Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Willie B. Tindaan Sr. Villanueva Annalisa X. With honors, Canabuan, Santa Fe. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Alberto L. Villanueva. Congratulations, completers!
Good morning to our beloved family, friends, faculty and staff, fellow completers, to our very supportive principal of this school, especially to our DepEd officials, Division of Nueva Vizcaya. I am grateful for this moment and an honor to speak before you, this important moment of our lives. Well, we did it. We all accomplished one of the major early milestones of our lives. This is a major step in the journey of our lives, one that should be recognized for its immense significance. We all work hard amidst COVID-19 to get to this day, and our work did not go to waste. A junior high school certification is a great tool as we enter our next journey, one that opens many doors of opportunity for anyone who is lucky enough to have one. My fellow completers, it was only 4 years ago when we entered here, and it is already time to leave a junior high school and face the new challenges as a senior high school learner. It is our pride, despite of the condition that we've been through, still we manage all just to reach this moment of our lives. All the knowledge instilled in us by our teachers will surely not put in waste, and this will help us get through the next stage. We do not need any award or medal with us just to prove that we have something special within us. All of us are blessed with talents, skills, and abilities to enjoy our lives. I am so thankful to have you all and will treasure all the memories and experiences we had. Finally, the moment we have been waiting for is finally here. This is it. Good luck, fellow completers. Congratulations to each and every one.
By the power vested in me by the higher authorities as the school head of Canabuan National High School, I am honored to present to you our dear graduates for this school year 2020-2021 who successfully completed the basic education curriculum of the Department of Education. For the general academic strand, we have 22 male and 17 female with a total of 39 GAS graduates. And for the technical, vocational, and livelihood, we have 9 male and 16 female with a total of 25. So all in all, for the GAS and TBL, we have 64 graduates. To our school's division superintendent, Dr. Rachel Arellana, they are now waiting for your confirmation. Thank you.
As certified by your school heads that you have satisfactorily completed and complied with the requirements prescribed for senior high school under the K-12 Basic Education Program, as your school's division superintendent, by the authority vested in me by the Secretary of Education, I now accept and confirm you graduates of school year 2020-2021.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the graduates, class 2020-2021, under General Academic Strand.
Apilan Philip S. Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Tomas and Betty Atinan.
Baron Derben B. from Salazar, Canabuan, Nueva Ecija, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Dateo and Gina Barol.
Bastian Agnar A. from Salazar, Canabuan, Nueva Ecija, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Gasino and Dina Basquiat.
Bukasan Morty M. Salazar Caranglan Nueva Ecija, son of Mr. and Mrs. Mario and Jamalyn Bukasan.
Calumente Ordan M. Ocao Kapinyaan Aritao, Nueva Vizcaya.
Calpase Roderick P. Ocao Kapinyaan Aritao Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Rudy and Minda Calpase.
Capit Jefferson A. Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya.
Silo Jordan C. Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Duyan and Teresita Silo.
De Vera Mervyn J. Tuao Cagayan, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Marvin and Mary Grace De Vera.
Ligmayo Lawrence L. Bantinan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Larry and Irene Ligmayo.
Matecho Alfred B. Bantinan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya. Mr. and Mrs. June and Janisha Matillo, proud parents.
Mina Andrew Amor A. from Bantinan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya,
With honors.
the son of Mr. and Mrs. Amor and Rosana Mina.
Olambi Lander B. from Bantinan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Loreto and Jocelyn Olambi.
Paloquias Jember B. from Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya.
Pasiten Jusbal F. from Salazar, Caranglan, Nueva Ecija, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Dalmo and Vina Pasiten.
Primo Michael B. from Bantinan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya,
With honors.
the son of Mr. and Mrs. Rogelio and Marta Primo.
Uksong Raniel M.
With
from
honors.
Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Reynaldo and Carmelita Uksong.
Sabino Resti P. Bantinan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Sario and Julie Sabino.
Sinakay Janlin C. from Ocao Kapinyaan, Aritao, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Deliso Sinakay.
Sumakay Ken L. Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Celso and Leticia Sumakay.
Tindahan Willie D. Jr., Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Willie and Magdalena Tindahan.
Villanueva Albert S. Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Alberto and Alicia Villanueva.
Arsenio Armelin P. Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Arman and Mila Arsenio.
Baguya Emily B.
With honors.
Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Elias and Leona Baguya.
Balagha Cheryl C.
With honors.
Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Marcelo and Bernadette Balagha.
Bantayan Aya A.
With honors.
Bantinan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Alvarez.
Basilan Mariel S.
With honors.
Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the daughter of Miss Junia
Bastilan Marlene B. from Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Bastilan.
Benito Carolina C.
With honors.
Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Nawi and Corazon Benito.
Galman Irene T.
With honors.
from Canabuan, Aritao, Nueva Vizcaya, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Vicente and Carol
With
Galman.
high honors, Laga Jezebel B.
With honors.
Bantina, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Laga.
Lamo Joan P. from Kababasi, Casibu, Nueva Vizcaya, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Kalingayan and Annabel Lamo.
La Rosa Jonah May D.
With honors.
Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. La Rosa.
Laureta Mercy P.
With honors.
from Canabuan, Aritao, Nueva Vizcaya, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Loretta.
Lumawi Lorenza W. Canabuan, Aritao, Nueva Vizcaya, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Lumawi.
Mamhi Aisha Grace P.
With honors.
from Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Manuel and Anita Mamhi.
Sabeli Ana Diana May A.
With honors.
Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Salcedo and Joyce Sabeli.
Selga Leslie D.
With honors.
Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Cristobal and Lilia Selga.
Tonce Hazelan P. Bantina, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ruben and Rowena Tonce.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates under the technical, vocational, and livelihood track.
Bagisi John Allen P. Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Jeffrey and Dominga Bagisi.
Bagiwan Joas L. Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Emilio and Juning Bagiwan.
Balting Jefferson B. Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Simpson and Nena Balting.
Bantayan Argel L. Bantinan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Azor and Marita Bantayan.
Bantayan Osias Jr. B. Bantinan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Osias and Gina Bantayan.
Lamsis Children D. Bantinan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Ferdinand and Rodora Lamsis.
Liba Pranel P. Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Randy and Nelia Liba.
Lorenzo Andricol A. Bantinan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Francisco and Tarcela Lorenzo.
Tukay Orlando L. Bantinan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Antonio and Purita Dulao.
Anglos Mylene L.
With honors.
Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya, the daughter Mr. and Mrs. Tolentino and Pasita Anglos.
Aniwan Joanne C.
With honors.
Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya. The daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Benjamin and Jeneline C. Aniwan.
Baaten Siren Kate B.
With honors.
Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya. The daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Alan and Jenny Baaten.
Baques Joby P. Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya. The daughter of Mr. and Mrs. John and Alma Baques.
Bantayan Leslin Lee. Bantina, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya. The daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Osias and Gina Bantayan.
Kalimlim Janice. Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya. The daughter of Ferdinand and Febralita Kalimlim.
Katauan Jessery D.
With honors.
Bantinan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya. The daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Delberto and Grace Katauan.
Hayat Marlene B.
With honors.
Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya. The daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Taro and Julie Kaya.
Enusan Fredlin C.
With honors.
Sinapawan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya. The daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Freddy and Malin Enusan.
Engusan Marcela P.
With honors.
Sinapawan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya. The daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Antonio and Hagog P. Engusan.
Esteban Divine Blessing S.
With honors.
Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya. The daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Johnny and Marilyn Esteban.
Hulay Joby A. Bantinan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya. The daughter of Mr. and Mrs. June and Adela Hulay.
Kumiwan Rizal Joy D. Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya. The daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Henry and Rosita Kumiwan.
Taklin Jael D. Tuba Benguet. The daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Bagtang and Linda Taklin.
Tindahan Ana Joy E.
With honors.
Basbat, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya.
Johan C. Todjano. Canabuan, Santa Fe, Nueva Vizcaya. The daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Servando and Juana Cueva.
With their proud advisors, Madam Juvelin A. Caballero.
Madam Melba T. James.
A pleasant day. Pahad ni aghapan higatayon amin. To our dignitaries, to the DepEd officials of the SDO of Nueva Vizcaya, to our teachers of this school headed by Sir Ronaldo G. James, to my fellow graduates and dear completers with their proud parents, congratulations. Well, we made it. Atang ni halamat kon apo tadi amin nan lablabhan tayo panubok ag kiso hibaldam ituloy ide arapaap tayo. That despite this pandemic, through determination and braveness, we conquered every challenges that put us where we are now. We all accomplished a major milestone of our lives, senior high school graduation. This major step in the journey of our lives should be recognized for its significance because it is an act not only of personal commitment but also one of pride. Nadatang tayay ni Agaw, Gabon Niligat, Gaget, Tan-anos tayo at hay tadda at insakripisyo tayo nung tadamo, inggaton haya nga kat agdasaya. At hada diploma nan rigatan tayo maala nga kat manhilbin atang ni oportunidad para higa tayo amin. Ngam ang tayo kumalilingwanan, niya ang ganaragpat tayo senior high school ay kantayo law ay manhandang keho. Panbalin tayo at iyay ligabol hay mantuloy pa di mas na atang ni level ni edukasyon. Life is like a journey, and all accomplishments we achieve doing its course should be taken as starting points for further achievements. Hada graduation tayo ngayon kat mambablin, di gabay tayong graduates, nihipan dalan iunudan tayo. Numan tuloy kayo di kolehiyo, winuman ublatan manegosyo kayo. Life is about growing, and being in our programs gives each of us new opportunities to continue growing and to learn new skills that we will carry with us for the rest of our lives. Haday ni graduation inang ipatibaw ni kabailan tayo maragpat, ida ikipa man idan arapaak tayo. At nakamanyaman di ako, di pa narabay to, kanhiga tayon anin ni graduates, tapin paang tayo, ay andi imposible basta lakit di ambagan tayon anin, kabailan tayo. Isunga man tuloy keho, agihwal haldang, agiho pataltal pa di ang hipadaman iman di panubok. Ipang-ang tayo at kayaan tayo, tan andi makalapin di higa tayo. Halamat! And once again, congratulations to all of us.
Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Ang ating pong DepEd Secretary, Madam Leonor M. Briones, ang ating pong Regional Director, Sir Benjamin Paragas, at ang kanya pong Assistant, Dr. Jessie L. Amin, ang Division Superintendent, Dr. Rachel R. Iana, ang ating pong Assistant, si Madam Dr. Julie A. Tras. Ang ating pong district, sa ating pong Assistant School Division Superintendent, Dr. Julie A. Cruz. At salamat po sa DepEd family. And of course po sa ating pinakamamahal na butihing mayor po ng bayan ng Santa Fe, ang matulungin at pinakamasipag na mayor, Honorable Tidong A. Benito. Ang ating pong Vice Mayor, Honorable Jonathan M. Tindaan, at mga SB members po na palagi pong maalalay sa ating school. Kami po ay taus-puso pong nagpapasalamat po sa inyo. Kami po ay lubos na nagpapasalamat sa lahat po ng assistant na inyo pong ibinibigay po sa ating pong paaralan, na siya pong dahilan kung bakit ang ating pong paaralan ay lagi pong nangunguna sa mga lahat po ng kompetisyon na kanya pong sinasalihan. Of course po, hindi po mawawala ang participation po ng ating mga magigiting na 3 kapitan na nasa paligid po ng school na ito sa pangunguna po ng ating butihing barangay captain po ng Canabuan, Santa Fe, Honorable Ben Balalong, ang ating pong liga ng mga barangay captain sa bayan po ng Santa Fe, sa pangunguna po ni Honorable Sunny Calanse, na siya pong barangay captain po ng Barangay Bantinan, Santa Fe. At of course po, ang barangay Canabuan din po, sa pangunguna din po ng ating butihing punong barangay, Reynaldo Ugsong. Sa lahat po ay kami pong mga magulang at mga mag-aral ay nagpapasalamat din po sa mga knowledge bearer po na siyang kahit umuulan, umaaraw man, sila po ay napakabait at naanos da nga mangitultulod kadagiti modules dagiti ubing, ito'y kaupo, bantinan, kan ito'y Canabuan. So agyaman kami kadagito'y nga knowledge bearer nga volunteer po awanti maitad mi kadakwada no saan nga panagyaman. So thank you kadagito'y nga nag-volunteer nga halos sila po ay mga barangay officials din, mga tanod din nga makasango nga mangitulod nga tumulong kadagitoy ububing kan kadagiti teachers iti Canabuan National High School. Of course, saan nga agbalay di iti nga graduation no awan dagiti teacher mat nga isuda iti ng trabaho tapno uray man pandemic ket adang nagpagbaligyan ket adtoy nga agturpos dagitoy nga ubing. So iti sa pangunguna po ng pinaka naggagot na singpot na anos na laing nga principal tayo dito'y Canabuan National High School, Sir Ronaldo James. Salamat sir, iti anos mo. Thank you kadagiti sakripisyom kan iti so amin. Ken of course dagiti teachers nga kakadwam nga ditoy nga agpuypuyat nga agar-aramid kadagiti modules ken kanayon nga magsubsubaybay kadagiti ubing. Salamat ta uray pandemic agtutuloy kayo nga mangisuro kadagiti nga ubing tayo. Itinagan dagiti naganak iti Canabuan National High School. Naganak dagiti nga ubing kada kami. Kat idanon mi iti panagyaman mi kada kayo. Salamat kat daytoy iti nalpasan iti graduation tatang tawon. Thank you and God bless.